I'm Bruce Buffer. It's time for the Anthony Gorgano Show!
Studio. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Happy Monday to all. The day after. I hope everybody had a great Christmas and a great holiday season. We haven't missed you guys over the last couple days. Welcome. Good to be back for the next couple days as we usher in 2026. And the playoffs, man. The playoffs around the corner. So let's get right to it. There are two ways to look at this game. All right? And now here's why I choose to be optimistic. And I'm sorry to a couple of my friends who were not happy with yesterday, and nor should they be, right? The second half of the game. But in the rock fight, give me the Eagles defense. I'll take this defense in a rock fight. I saw them win a rock fight against the Packers when they were healthy and good. I saw them win a rock fight against the Lions when they were healthy and they were good. I saw them earlier win a rock fight against the Chiefs when they were healthier and they were good. And then yesterday, on a rainy, cold day in Buffalo, the city they call Buffalo, they won a rock fight again. Now, was it pretty? No. It was as ugly as the weather, right? But a big Buffalo but. This Eagles defense is great. That Buffalo offense, even, I know they don't have a lot of guys on the outside. Brandon Cooks and is like their best guy. They got him off the scrap heap, Ernie Shavers, the Thomas Shavers, the whole thing. But all that said, Allen and Cook are just beasts, right? They got two good tight ends. They're just they're Buffalo. They find ways to win. Josh Allen is, now that Mahomes is sidelined, is the best quarterback in the league, right? Like, he just makes things happen. Puts you on his back. He couldn't make the throw yesterday on a 2-point conversion, thankfully, but he does that. So that Eagles, they have a great O-line. And the Eagles front had a lot of success against the Buffalo offensive line. Jalen Carter back. Oh, man. Like, he may be our Ndamukong Suh and the dirtiest player in the league. Better with us than against them, right? That's how I look at it. We'll talk about all that stuff. But he's such a dominant force. There was the play, man, where he comes in. Might have been a head slap, but whatever. He gets right to Allen. That Eagles defense was spectacular yesterday. Spectacular. 2 lucky PI calls. It was a throw-up piece and a PI call. First of all, the pass interference call on Quinyon was a joke, a flat-out joke. It was great coverage. The hand fighting, that's what they do. There was no pass interference. And that's not I never complain about refs. I don't do any of that stuff. But that's not pass interference, all right? That's great coverage by Quinyon. That Eagles defense is great. It's just great defense. It took them that kind of the lucky plays to get down the field. Josh Allen threw it up a couple times. That was it. That Eagles defense is great. Coop was flying all over the field, but Zack Baun, fantastic. They were great. They were good. Epps. How about Epps coming up playing big safety? He's been a welcome. Oh, God, thank God, no Sidney Brown. Epps has been fantastic. Ojimo was great. I mean, like the whole front. Campbell was terrific yesterday. I got to tell you, like, I love this defense. The defense, and this defense can win. They can carry this offense, drag them up and down, up the mountain. They can do it. This defense is that good. So I know the second half, the offense was just pitiful. And I don't understand it. We're through 16 games. We're through 16 games, 17 weeks of football. And I still can't figure out their offense. I can't figure it out. I don't know who's at fault, right? I look at the play calling and I go, right? I shake my head. Sometimes the play design's good. There was a play last night where it was like a misdirection and they had everybody going, and then in the first half, and everybody was going to one side, and they had Devontae kind of curl back, and it was great play design. And Jalen delivered a strike. He delivered 2 balls yesterday that I went, wow. He delivered. We were just talking about it on the air, off there, before the show. He steps up in the pocket, and he delivers a strike. They later showed the window. The window was a mouse hole, and he had to gun it for the completion. And it was just in stride, on time, a bullet. And then he holds on to the ball, and then it's a bad throw. I don't know. I can't figure it out. I don't know who's at fault, what the deal is. But like the second half was hideous. Hideous. You had one Saquon run for 10, right? And that was the only first down they got. And then it was 3 plays and out, 3 plays, 5. You see, here's the drive chart, right? Look at it. Look how ugly. 3 plays, 0 yards. 3 plays, 2 yards. 3 plays, 4 yards. 3 plays, minus 2 yards. Punt, 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 punt. Brandon Mann was fantastic. All right, punter. That's like heinous offense. Now, I get it. Pouring rain, it's miserable, the whole thing. But horrible offense. I'm going to sit here today, and I'm going to just ride my defense. I'm going to ride Vic's Avengers. All right? That's it. I'm riding Vic. Nothing better than Vic up in the booth after the Quignon PI, and he's like this, freaking out, banging the desk. I love this defense. Defense is great. The offense just has to do enough. The formula is don't make mistakes. So, look, say what you want, and I hear you, and I'm with you to a point. They didn't make any mistakes. They didn't get a first down. They didn't get a yard, but, in the pass game. But they didn't make any mistakes, and they went on winning the game. I don't know. I can't explain it, but all I know is this defense is that good that you can get through a mediocre NFC. And it is a mediocre NFC. That game last night was fabulous. Niners and Bears. It was awesome. Thrilling, up and down, right? Last play. It was awesome. But those two defenses are horrible. Horrible. And the Eagles win these games, right? So the deal is we're going to get, if Detroit goes into Chicago and wins, now I don't know, the likelihood, that's your best scenario. You get a Packers team that's limping into the playoffs, right? You got no Micah Parsons. They're beat up. Love's hurt. They're just a mess. Even if Love comes back, they're not dangerous. The best case scenario is the Lions go into Chicago and win, and then we get the Packers at home. Now, assuming the Bears beat Detroit, who, by the way, speaking of limping in, they're just a mess. They lose in a horrible way on Christmas, right, against Minnesota. If that happens, we get the loser of Niners Seattle. Now, Niners, let's take Niners coming in. Can the Eagles beat the Niners and Brock Purdy? I saw it before. I saw them beat him before and Purdy get hurt. I saw them harass Brock Purdy. He's playing great football. I never been the biggest fan. He's playing great football. He was great last night. But the Bears don't have Jalen Carter coming through the middle of that line, right? There is a big difference between the Eagles front and the Bears front. So while he looks so good, their defense is, I think even the Eagles offense can move the ball against the Niners defense. It is that kind of banged up. So if you get the Niners, I feel good. I mean, I feel okay. You give me the Packers week in the first playoff game, I feel great. You give me the Niners, I feel decent. You give me Seattle, I'm kind of worried. Although Donald out here would be an interesting thing. But that's what we're looking at. Good morning, VG.
How are you? Merry Christmas. Hope you had a good one.
Good to see you, buddy.
Yeah. I feel like there's a good Ozzy Osbourne song. Don't ask me. I don't know. I have no idea what to say about this offense. Can the Eagles win the Super Bowl?
Yes.
Yes.
The answer is yes.
Can they win the NFC? I don't know. I think they can beat a Denver and they can beat a Patriots. I don't know.
Oh, I disagree with you.
I don't know if they got the firepower. I know I know what you're saying about the Niners.
There's no difference between the Patriots and whoever comes out. If you get to a Super Bowl, you get to a Super Bowl. Yeah. Do I want to face the Rams? No.
I don't want to face McVay, Shanahan, or Ben Johnson right now. They're just all rolling.
Listen.
I don't want to see it.
I agree. I hear you.
And you got a team to put up.
Zero
passing yards.
I get it. Like, I completely get it. I can only say that I've seen them win rock fights.
Yeah.
I mean, they've beaten good teams.
They've beaten everybody this year.
The Chiefs were good back then.
Yeah.
Okay. Before they fall
Chiefs
for Cliff.
were really good this year.
Okay. Before they fall for Cliff, they were a decent team.
Decent.
All right?
Yeah.
Eagles went into Kansas City and won a rock fight.
Huge win.
All right?
Yeah.
Green Bay, when Green Bay was good and Micah was there and the whole thing, Eagles won a rock fight. Lions, still healthy. They won a rock fight.
All right.
Okay. I mean, I get how the season ended for those teams.
Yeah.
But at the time, they were formidable opponents.
I don't know, man. I hear what you're saying, and there's a part of me believes it, but I just see what that offense did. I came out of this game, I wanted to see two things. Can the Eagles stop the running game? They can, against the best running team in football. And they did that. Can the Eagles run the ball against one of the worst run defenses? And they couldn't. They were pretty weak. Had success in the first half. Second half, nothing.
Well, I don't understand. First of all, they come out throwing the football.
3 pass plays against the 30th ranked defense against the rush.
Like
what?
Like, I get, they're thinking we're going to run the ball and we're going to come out and throw it and all, right? I get it, right?
We're going to outsmart them.
Yeah. How about exert your dominance?
Right.
Now, my biggest fear with this Eagles team and with their offense is the middle of that line is shot.
Oh,
the middle of that line is not good. Cam Jurgens, like we talk about, the defense, the offensive coordinator, the head coach, the play calling, the quarterback, but the middle of that line's got to get a lot of blame here. Steen was awful yesterday.
And Cam's just missing. Their highlights, people just blowing by him. He's just totally missing blocks.
Yeah, the middle of that line is not
Here's
good.
what scares me more than anything, I think, with this Eagles team, with Patullo and Sirianni. Teams adjust, and they don't have an answer. And yes, there's a quote from Fred Johnson. I mean, Landon Dickinson said the Bills made some adjustment in their run defense. That's what happened in the second half. And then Fred Johnson says their defense became more exotic in the second half. And it's almost like, yeah, well, they're going to do something. They're going to make a change.
Tyler just showed us some of the rock fights and all.
Yeah.
But the Denver game, this is like the Denver game. Where you remember where they adjust and the Eagles were up. They scored a first drive of the second half against the Broncos. Nothing.
Dude,
nothing.
This is nothing yesterday.
Like, I don't know how.
Yesterday is just unbelievable.
What exotic could it be
exactly
that Bills defense that was not good against the run could stop you?
Right, and that's the quote that jumps out. When they say exotic, like, what are they doing that is like got you perplexed to this point? This is unreal. The Eagles are the first team since 1987, Patriots, to win multiple games in a season, in which they didn't complete a second half pass. It's crazy. And the game was not a passing game in 1987 like it is now.
Oh, my God. Multiple second?
Hurts is the first quarterback in the play-by-play era since
that was Denver?
What? Oh, yeah, I guess. Hurts is the first quarterback in the play-by-play era since 1978 to go 0-7 or worse in multiple games in a season. I mean, how does it just drop off a cliff like this?
Yeah, it's horrible.
It's unbelievable.
I'm looking at it, right? I'm looking at, you know what's nuts too? Like their wins. When their offense, I'm shocked. Take a guess how many times the offense scored more than 33 points.
All season?
Yeah.
Twice.
Once.
38
against the Giants.
All right.
Like, look at this offense. 24, this is the season.
With these players.
24, 20, 33, that was the Ram game. 31, 17, 28, that's the Vikings. 38, that's what we just talked about. That was the Giants. 10, 16, 21, 15, 19, 31 Raiders, 29 Washington, and 13 yesterday.
Like, they're numbers that, like, really direct teams put up.
Yeah, like if you
Raiders
take
put up
out
13
the 31 against the Raiders, you take out the 29 against the Commanders, you take out the 38 against the Giants. All like horrible defenses.
Yeah.
You're looking at scary numbers. Like, you can make numbers sing and dance. I tell you all that.
Yeah.
But that's pretty scary.
Super scary. And I know the defenses last night stunk, but those are two quarterbacks playing at a whole different level. They're coaches that are playing at a different level. And what worries me, as good as Vic is, I think we saw it yesterday. When this team has a series that's a 23 seconds of possession, these defenses our defense is going to wear it down against these good coaches in the second half.
I mean, truthfully, they didn't even wear it out. I mean, they got bit by a couple big plays. On the first touchdown drive, they got bit by a couple big plays, right?
Yeah.
The PI, and then there was a throw-up piece. It wasn't like they went down the field.
They were running the ball better. It just seemed like they were running the ball better like not in the second half, like the last 10 minutes of the game. It looked like a different.
I mean, listen, I'm not going to, be delusional. Like, yeah, I mean, you can't be 3 and out and just leave your defense out there to wilt.
That's some bad coaching, too, on the other side of the ball. They hurt themselves, the Bills, with some penalties in the first half, dumb plays, fumble, and then coaching decisions. Just kick the field, kick the extra point. You've held a team to 16 yards in the second half. Like, you've got them. Why would you go for 2?
Dude, I don't understand that a little bit.
You've dominated this team. Their quarterback hasn't completed a pass.
It was almost like they were like, 2. You know what, bleep it. Either we win or we lose. We don't want to go to overtime.
Yeah, it made no sense.
Unless you don't want to get anybody hurt and you really don't, you're kind of locked into the game. Like, they didn't need the game.
Right. I don't know.
That's what I took from it. I took from it like, let's go for 2, see what we got. We got to play. And the play was there. Allen just missed them.
Dude, they are such a better team with Jalen Carter, and even he blocks the extra point. He just changes the whole defensive line.
He's the best.
Jomo, Jalix, they all look like all pros next to him.
He is.
Yeah.
When he's playing like that, their line is nasty. And he's nasty, dude. You know, poking people in the eyes,
Well, dude,
head
I
slaps.
was saying, we've heard about the swim move, the bull rush. We've never heard about the Stooges move, where you give them the eye gouge and then the throat punch, all in one move.
No, the throat punch is nasty, dude.
That's right after the eye gouge.
Yeah, he's a nasty dude. He's nasty.
Is every play you just smack somebody in the head?
So, how do we feel? Right, like. I hear people, like my friends, a couple of my friends are freaking out.
Well, I was in sweat. It took a lot. 8 p.m. yesterday, I got out of sweatpants, unheard of. I was like, I got to feel the temperature. So I went to my 2 local pubs, had 1 beer at each.
Wait. Last night,
yes.
It's cold in December, right? You left.
I got out of sweatpants.
You got out of the house?
Dude, this is what I do for this show. I gotta, some things you gotta do.
No, you need help.
And it's not great. The temperature's not great out there. People not happy, not joyous, not nearly as joyous as Nick Sirianni was walking down the tunnel. Nobody was feeling that happy when I went out to 2 different locations. I wanted to gauge different spots. Nah, everyone's worried. And then I sat at the one, watched the first half of the night game, and everyone was super worried.
Yeah, it was.
I think someone in the chat just said the VG 49ers fear has been elevated to level 2.
Listen, I mean,
they've had 1 punt in 5 weeks.
Yeah, and they also played horrible.
I know, but they're playing NFL teams. 1 punt in 5 weeks is a little. I
watched the games. I mean, listen, they're good. Like Shanahan's a great coach.
And that's without Kittle last night.
He's a great coach. That Tongas is pretty good.
Yeah,
the backup tight end. He's good.
Yeah, Purdy's playing pretty darn well.
He is, but I can't tell. Again, if it's the Eagles front, like the Bears got no pressure on him last night.
Agreed. Neither quarterbacks felt a lot of pressure last night.
So I got to go. I got to say it. I got to say it. I hear you guys. I do. But I just look at it and I go, I don't know, dude. Is Purdy going to come in here? He's not, put it this way, he's not putting up like 27 against this defense.
Oh, I think they put up between 24 and 30.
No, I don't think so.
I don't think they put up a 42 or 44.
I'll take under 25.
Well, I mean, with
24 and under.
With this offense, you better keep them under 16.
The Niners offense, they're so banged up. They got to be able to score 24.
Their defense.
I think this Eagles team keeps them to 20 to 24 points.
All right. Even if we say 21 points. This team has not scored 21 except against 2 scrimmage games.
I hear you. Well, maybe they shut them down. Maybe they hold them to 30. They win a rock fight, 16-13. All right? Tyler, 16-13 Birds.
Just rock fight your way to a Super Bowl?
Hey, it's Philadelphia. We can throw rocks.
You brought it up before the show started that they play a lot of these rock fight games, but they win a lot of these rock fight games.
What's the point? They Green Bay, Detroit, Kansas City, Buffalo.
Since 2023, Jalen Hurts is 7-0 versus Mahomes, Lamar, Josh Allen, Burrow. I mean, come on. He's 7-0 against those quarterbacks since 2023. And he's got the quote, I don't think it's a conservative thing to have good ball security and be mindful that the turnover margin directly correlates with winning. That's a truth of the game, and it's a well-known fact of what we've been able to do over the last 5 years.
Don't put it in peril. I don't know. Listen, is it?
I don't like him talking. There's reports of him and Sirianni talking, and it hurts me like a win's a win. It's almost like, is that a declarative statement? A win's a win, or is it a question? A win's a win, right? We did okay.
Well, the point is that he's saying a win's a win. Like, stop breaking balls. Basically.
You can't. It's tough for me to have a quarterback that goes 0-7, doesn't complete a pass, be like, a win's a win, man.
I get it.
Yeah, win's a win, bro.
I know. I hear you.
Come on.
We're going to go into the playoffs. Put it this way, though. Listen, if the Lions could somehow go in and beat the Bears. I think
the Lions may. They got a chip on their shoulder.
If that could happen.
Yes.
You got the Packers here.
I love it.
They ain't losing to the Packers. I don't care.
They are not losing to the Packers.
I don't care if Hurts completes 2 passes. They're beating the Packers.
They're playing like Navy right now. Like that's going to be their. They might as well go to a
They are.
3-person wishbone,
Yeah.
and complete 6 passes in a game.
I'd rather have that offense.
Yeah, as long as they
Can I ask you one question? And we got Pat coming up, and I got to ask him. Dude, I see Purdy run. Design runs for Brock Purdy.
Right.
Why isn't Jalen running the ball? I need you to run.
No, he ran that one and he got stuck. And it was not a late hit. I watched it 3 times, slowed it down. I got a still somewhere.
Yeah.
But his foot did not land out of bounds when he got hit.
But I need him to run.
I don't know. How many rush plays did he have yesterday? Was there 2 design? There wasn't
I
one
didn't
design
see
run.
one design run yesterday. I need him to run.
These guys, I got to tell you, Sirianni and Petula have no idea what they're doing. I would swap them out with any head coach and offensive coordinator in football as long as Vic Fangio's still here. I don't think it would get any worse.
Well, no, but any. But yeah,
I'll do any.
But like when you're looking at, there's some good. Like when you watch Shanahan and you watch McVay. It's Ben Johnson. Like with Ben Johnson, first of all, Caleb is going to be a star. It has to do with who's your coach, right? Yeah. Caleb goes to Ben Johnson, and Ben Johnson's going to make him a star. Look at the throws.
Here.
He's got a great arm.
Throwing 50 yards. Great. The ball's not even going 20 feet in the air. It's like a laser.
Like he's got a great arm. His decision making was fantastic.
I think that scheme makes the decision easier because guys are
he's under center.
Wide open.
They run play action. Play action. They run play action, and he's under center. Why are we still talking about being under center?
I don't understand.
They're not under center enough. God, oh my God, why?
Here you go.
Get under center.
Here we go. Here's from your leader, Nick Sirianni. We got to mix in some.
I don't want to hear about it.
We got to mix in some of the play action that we've done so well the last couple of weeks, and not
get
wait
under
there.
Center, Nick.
That's on me. Yeah, of course it is. Of course it is.
He's got a better record than Lombardi.
Yeah.
I mean, go figure. He's Lombardi. Yo, Vince, put your quarterback under center, Vince.
Here you go. Most wins by a head coach in their first 5 seasons. 68, George Seifert. 67, Tony Dungy. 65, Nick Sirianni. 65, Don Shula.
All right, we got to take care of some business, and then we got our friends. We're going to start with Pat. Looking forward to my man, the editor, because we're not on Thursday, so the editor will join us today. We got Bo coming up, Franny Films, to try to talk us off the ledge. Lots to get to today. Let's take care of some business. Let's talk about Xfinity. Like the greatest thing in the world is we're always watching games together, right? Like my father's in town. He's watching the game. He's like, dude, I love your setup. I'm like, yeah, man. It's Xfinity. No lagging, no buffering. I don't have to worry about any of that stuff. You call yourself a fan, you got to get Xfinity, the ultimate sports destination. You get the best games, your favorite teams, all in one place. And the way you watch, next level, man. Perfect fan flex. You got Xfinity's best picture and sound with enhanced 4K. So clear, it feels like you're in the stadium. Sometimes I can get 4 games going on at one time. On top of that, real-time notifications, live stats right on my TV. It's the best seat in the house every time. Next game day, make sure that big fan isn't a big fail. Learn more at Xfinity.com. Xfinity, imagine that. Restrictions apply. Yes. All right, let's also talk about our friends at Parks Casino. Yeah. We love our Parks Casino. Street Road Bend, Salem, a great place for a night out. Headline entertainment, award-winning dining. Parks Casino is something for everyone's entertainment taste. Saturday, January 17th, Classic Rockers, Grand Funk Railroad. Nice. Yeah, Saturday, January 31st, the Marshall Tucker Band, Jefferson Starship. Saturday, February 7th, Piano Men Generations, a tribute to Elton John and Billy Joel. February 28th, country artist Brett Young. March 14th, comedian Tracy Morgan. And then my man, April 30th, he loves his Cheap Trick.
Yes, I do.
May 14th, the Wallflowers. ParksCasino.com to buy tickets for all shows. Parks Casino. They got great stuff there. Go hang out. You're going to love it. You're going to be 21 If you have a gambling problem, please call 1-800-GAMBLER. That's it. All right. Now, let's go to our man because I was texting with him last night.
How's he feeling? What was his temperature yesterday?
You know, like everybody else. Kind of want to be hopeful, but inexplicable at the offense. Mm-hmm. Let's go to our man. All the editors, that's Pat McLoon on the Xfinity mobile call-in line. Good morning, Pat.
Good morning, boys. How are you? VG, let me tell
baby.
you the links. What's that?
Take us off mute.
Must be another thing.
Yeah.
Mine says unmute.
Now.
Close.
How about now?
We got you now. Can you hear me now?
No.
It's not on my
Here
end.
we go.
Okay. Okay,
Pat,
there you go.
We're sorry. It was Tyler. No problem.
No problem. VG, the lengths that you will go to help this enterprise.
I mean, someone's got to do
Going
it.
out against the elements on a Sunday night to get the pulse of the town.
I mean,
Of course,
if not
the
me,
pulse of
who?
the town you're getting are some major degenerates that late on a Sunday night this time of year. But that's okay.
Who would go out of your house after the Eagles game last night?
Oh, I was stuffed too. I ate all day long. I had nice spread. Yeah, it was tough.
And you wanted beer after that?
I had 2 Amstel Lights, 1 beer at each location. Yeah,
You're
nice and light. It's like water.
all right.
Gotta hydrate for the show today.
Pat! Make sense of this, Pat!
Man, I'll tell you, I'll reach way back, Anthony, to say that I'm starting to get a hint of a reminder of the happy days for me, you, and VG. Let's hope it doesn't end the same way, but this reminds me of the buddy teams. You're just praying for this defense, and, you know, the difference is the buddy teams didn't pay any attention to the offense. All the money in this team is in the offense, but you have a sense of contentment and anticipation when the other team gets the ball with these guys. My favorite thing last night, Anthony, watching that game is a play that didn't materialize. There was a pass, a short pass or something to one of the Buffalo receivers, and he got flipped up in the air. That reminds me of Buddy. And he landed, and it looked like he fumbled. In the end, he was down. The ball was on the ground. They didn't get it. But the cool thing about it, Anthony, was the guy that flips him is Cooper DeJean. The guy that goes to get the ball is Cooper DeJean. And Cooper DeJean doesn't go and get the ball. Cooper DeJean sees the guy that's vying to get the ball with him, and Cooper DeJean takes the guy and throws him out of the way. And then he picks up the ball. It was beautiful.
Pat, I'm so with you. I loved it. Like when he shoves that dude out of the way was the greatest. Freaking Coop. That's what I'm saying. This defense is awesome. Jalen Carter. I mean, come on. Are we squeamish about what happens in the trenches? I mean, you know, we kind of like it.
Yeah. Hey, listen. Yeah, like VG said, it was a little Three Stooges. Sometimes that's the call.
Yeah.
You know?
And he's a beast.
The guy's got a bad shoulder. That shoulder had some beautiful extension. And let's not forget that whole game, the outcome of the game was really determined by that block.
Yep.
You know, I will say this, Anthony. I will give McDermott credit for going for 2. I did not think they were going for 2. My wife says they're going for 2. I go, no. He's an old school guy. They kind of feel like they're, you know, he's not going to take that chance on one play. So I thought it was cool. He went for it. And like you said, ooh, it was there, man.
Yeah. I don't know why. It felt like he just wanted to get out of Dodge, like pouring rain. I don't want anybody hurt. I don't want to play an overtime period. That's what it felt like, because any other circumstance, you kick the extra point. You're at home.
Right.
You're the other team can't move the ball. Like, it makes no sense.
And there's a million things that drive me crazy about the offense, but first and foremost, for the Eagles fan and lovers that we are, it cost us the chance to revel in a total domination of the Bills. I mean, if they went and kicked a field goal or were somewhat competitive, they just took the life out of them. And like me, you, and Meg were texting last night, this defense is so dominant. Don't forget that the numbers are a little misleading with the Bills because they got 2 bombs that guys made incredible catches with the ball not touching the ground. And then credit to that Joe Brady for dialing up that 4th and 10, a perfectly executed hook and lateral. But that's what ran up the numbers. Other than that, they weren't getting anything.
Yeah. You need a gadget play, a pass interference call, and 2 bombs to move the ball against this Eagles defense.
I would be devil's advocate and say the receivers stink. Kincaid was hurt, and Josh Allen's playing with a banged up foot. So I mean, I can make that argument. Like, all right.
Now let me ask you guys this, Anthony. Why don't the Eagles have something that just guarantees them 4 or 5 yards? Every other team in the league does.
The drive
And I'll tell
starter.
you what, as good as the Eagles were, the Bills had it. The Bills had 5
They all
yards.
do.
Every time they
Everybody
won.
does.
Yes.
This is where offense goes to die. I mean, it's unbelievable. I don't know. I think all these years, like, you know how you put into the universe and you get what you put into the universe? Well, all these years, we have been saying we love defense and running game, right? There you go. Universe goes, hey, enjoy. This is what you got.
Yeah, I mean, and even as great as the defense was, the Bills had their 5-yard play. If they needed 5 yards, you just threw a quick out wherever Adoree Jackson was. He's been playing better. Well, he was really soft at some points last night, you know, and you got to be able to probe every defense to figure out where the weak spot. Maybe the weak spot is a quick button hook. That just sounds like an old touch football term from back in the day in Philly, but you don't hear them call that anymore. A little button hook to Goddard, just a quick pop.
I know.
And how about last night?
Hey, especially on a slick track. You got a slippery track. What? Like, you got to be able to get yards. Or you got to be able to complete a pass. Where's the screen? You said it last night, Pat. Where's Barkley on the screen?
Right. I know. Their screen game's non-existent. And then how about how much mileage the Bears got? And boy, that Johnson's a really bright offensive mind. They do play action and roll out Caleb Williams to his left. He's got the whole world. He had a couple things where he threw a nice ball and he connected on it. But if he didn't feel good, he had 12 yards easy to get outside and stuff like that. And the other thing about Caleb Williams he showed me last night was he's like one of these guys where they say, what does he throw? And they tell you the guy's got a 2-seam fastball, a slider. He has some touch.
Oh.
He can throw in the run. He can cook it out. The ultimate test would have been the last play of the game. I don't know if you saw this. Does an unbelievable job scrambling, but now they got him. He's backing up and whatever. He had about 60 yards in the other side of the end zone. Now, if he could have thrown the ball that far in his back foot, there was nobody near him, but that would have been like a Superman throw there to get it.
Yeah, it was funny. Collins already pointed it out and how it played out where it leaked out. DJ was out there open. But, like, there was a point early, I don't know. That kid played a great game. Like,
Even his last throw, it came up like a yard short. He was falling out of bounds. The guy was there.
He's got a guy in his face
Yeah.
falling back. But here's the problem. You bring it back to it. There's nothing to lean on with this offense. Like, and it's insane to me that we're still talking about him being on the center. What are we doing? Like, this is where I want to get Sirianni. And while he's blabbering after the game, blah, blah, who's talking now? Shut up and put your quarterback under center. What are you doing?
Yeah, I mean, you learn some things and you start making progress, and then you decide to totally toss it. And, some of that goes on Jalen. I mean, Jalen really went into mode that it was a sloppy field. I'm not going to turn it over, and I'm not running. I went back because I knew we were going to talk. The last thing I did last night before I went to sleep was I went to look because in my mind's eye, I thought, I don't think he ran. I think it's going to say 0-0. It said 3 runs for 5 yards. And here's what I think happened. In the first half, he kind of spurt loose for 4 yards. After that, I think the 2 runs were the tush push when they were on the 1 yard line. And the other one, I think, and I should know this better with the statistics, but I think he got caught in a scramble and it was sacked, but it went down as a run. There's your 5 yards.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. You're right. No, I saw the same thing.
You bring up the tush push. Can we also talk about if you're a team that complained that it's dangerous, you can't run that. That's a violation on the Bills. I had issues with that coaching all day yesterday with that team. Not a fan. You're just going to sit and say, they're the ones lobbying hard against it. They came out and said how dangerous it is.
I can't even. I don't want to re-examine the tush push. I can't go there.
I'm just calling out a fraud. I can call out a fraud when I see it.
I don't care about that. To me, I care about. I don't understand why the guy's not on this. Put Jalen on the center. Like he makes the throw, Pat. I brought this up to you last night. You remember the throw. It's one of the greatest throws I've ever seen him make. He guns it in there. He sees the perfect window. I forget who it was. It was on a slant. He has to throw it in a mouse hole and gun it.
Yes.
And it was perfect. And then in the same drive, he makes it throw down the field to Devontae, where it's like, go ahead, Devontae, go get it. And Devontae went and got it. And I go, wow, look at those. Give me that. But
exactly.
But I got nothing after that, nothing.
Even give me the action where you go for that so that it tells the defense that I got to loosen up a little bit. The Eagles kind of work back asswards in the sense that a lot of teams are given a cushion and they get the 5 yards. I think the other teams deny the Eagles all that, and they wind up, it's a risky thing, but they wind up thinking that their possible play is these go patterns.
Yeah. You know what it is? You're right, Pat. It's wild. It's like everything is so hard for them. Like it's so difficult to scratch out yards. Like it never feels easy,
No.
Unless you're playing bad teams. When you're playing a decent team, it just feels so hard. Every drive, it's painstaking.
And listen, you got to take every advantage that you can. And this offense is struggling. So why don't we just make it harder for the offense and snap the ball at 1 second every time? The defense knows what the snap count is. They're going to go. They can see that clock down the other end. It's time to go. It's 1 second. Boom. You're looking at the
great point.
It's crazy. And then, one of those guys, Dennis Salzman or somebody trotted out a thing where, the Eagles are so far off the chart compared to the rest of the NFL when they snap the ball. And, this is fundamental stuff. This is stuff that they could change overnight.
Well, they've been talking.
Some gimmies here, do not make it harder on yourself when you're struggling to begin with.
Yeah, I feel like the conversation all season's been that the plays are coming in late and they have no time at the line. I don't understand.
Yeah.
I don't understand what's going on offensively at all with these minds running this team. It's like it's malfeasance every week.
It feels like there's no plan, right? Like, what do we want to accomplish? You watch other teams play good offense, and everything relates. Like, they have an idea of where they want to attack. They have an idea about what they want to set up, right? It's not just looking at a chart and going, eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
Right.
Runs. Yes.
Even if they're not successful, there's a plan.
Right.
There's nothing
like,
here.
I watch them play and nothing connects. Like good offense, you watch, like I love watching, I watch every game, right? Like, so good offense connects, plays connect, series connects. You get an idea of what they're trying to do. All right, they're trying to attack a weak spot in the zone, right? They're trying to attack the edges. They're trying to attack between the tackles. Like, you look at another team, you assess where to pick on. You ever feel like they go, oh, yeah, we're going to pick on this all day? No.
Right, exactly, yes. And even a team like the 49ers last night, they're down Kittle. They bring in a backup tight end, and they just run the Kittle plays, and that guy catches them.
Right.
But maybe let's put a smile on our face, Anthony, and talk a little defense, all right?
Well, I love it because I start off the show, and I want to ask you this. I saw them win a rock fight against the Lions when they were good. I saw them win a rock fight against the Packers when they were good. Even when the Chiefs were good, and they were good, the Eagles won a rock fight way back in week 2. I mean, and then last night. So why can't they have a run where they win games 20-17? Right.
Now, remember last year, especially when we built up and we had that great day at Yards and we were talking and like, you know, we've been around. We understand that you're always cautious, but we knew that they were going to, me and you knew they were going to win. VG knew that they were going to roll, okay?
Yeah.
And they went ahead and did it. Well, I have a similar feeling this year. I feel, but it's totally different in the sense that I'm confident that I know what we got here. We have a team here that is capable of winning it. They are capable of winning it. They're also capable of getting knocked out in the first round. Last year's Eagles weren't getting knocked out in the first round. This team could win a rock fight, have a game where their offense is clicking a little bit, and the next thing you know, they're in the NFC Championship, maybe at home, and they win it. This is a team that could draw the Rams in the first round and get rolled. The other thing about it is that they're going to pull out every stop. The Packers are beatable. The other 5 teams are very tough. There is not a bum in that group. And the Packers are a nice team, but they, you know.
No, they're dead. I think they're dead. Yeah, I'm with you.
Take Micah off one end and Tucker Kraft off the other, and might not have Love, and Willis has really shown me stuff. But I would love, you know, you'd love to get the Packers in the first round.
Love to get Green Bay in the first round. I would have no fear.
No,
no fear of the Packers. I think I would flex going into that game. I agree with you. You can't take Micah Parsons off that defense without them just falling, and they are. Like you saw what Henry did to them, right? Ran up and down the field, no teeth. They got nothing. So I'm with you. Can the Lions go into Chicago and win? Ben Johnson revenge?
I think so. I think he's going to have a chip on his shoulder. He's not happy about how things ended. What's the line on that game?
The Lions were the most disappointing team in the league, I would think. You know, that's an 8-8 squad. You know, they'll play for pride. I'm convinced that he'll pull out every stop to win that game. You know,
Lions are only getting 2.5 on the road.
Dan Campbell's revenge.
He would love to like screw up the Bears a little bit.
My only fear is,
yeah.
My only fear is, my God, what happened to their offense? Like they couldn't do anything against Minnesota.
Oh, we had talked a little. We talked a little bit, Jamie and I, with a Baldy on Friday. He says the center position. I mean, he says their offensive line is just decimated, but Ragnow came back and it's not good. Like he just said, they're just decimated up the middle.
Well, I think that's such an issue with the Eagles. Like the Eagles' interior O-line has just been not good. I mean,
no.
You talked about it last night. You gave me the Pro Bowler in quotes last night in a text.
He was getting ragdolled. He was getting manhandled. You know, let's hope to God he's still having trouble with his back, and that's the reason for it. You know, I'm convinced the tush push isn't as effective because he doesn't get down low enough on it. And Steen's no Becton. You know, I mean, my Lord.
No, Steen is
Steen's
like he could in the pass he could pass block, but that's it, man. He's useless in a run game.
And another good thing is there's a decent chance Lane's back for the playoff game, and that'll be huge. I was so heartened by Carter yesterday. He was terrific. And we talked about some other guys. Melvin Epps played a great game.
Yes.
He played big in big spots. You know, that goal line stand, third down was due to Epps. And fourth down was Josh Allen at his best, just a tank on a bad wheel rolling or whatever. And Baun lines him up perfectly and just chops him down, and he comes up short. I thought Jahad Campbell played real well, and that's a great sign. So, oh man, and that pass rush, it's there.
Their stops within the 5-yard line yesterday, they had like 3 or 4 big stops right near the goal line. It changed the game, man. They were just relentless. They were swarming the defense yesterday.
No, I love this defense. This defense is the best. Let me ask you guys this. So, say the Bears beat the Lions. You got the Niners or Seattle? That's your opponent. Who you want? You want Darnold out here?
Yes.
Or do you want Purdy out here?
Well, we talked about this last night, too. I've never been a big Purdy fan, but I give him a lot of credit, man. He's playing good ball. He's playing confident ball. Like you said, he's got guts. That's all you can ask for out of your guy. And he really seems like he has the team behind him. That's a really good choice because it's a choice between Darnold just totally getting overwhelmed by that Eagles pass rush or, wow, that 49ers defense was porous. And that's not going to happen in Seattle. If I had to lean, I think VG and I are going to cancel each other out, and it's going to be up to you, Anthony. I'd lean toward wanting the 49ers in the first round.
If I'm getting in a rock fight, give me Darnold. I'm up for that. Yeah, I'm ready to go. I don't want to get in any kind of fight with Shanahan right now.
See, it's a great argument. Like you guys, it's a great argument because on one side, right? Let's look at Pat's side first. Yeah, Purdy is playing well, and Shanahan, but Kittle's status up in the air. You look at that defense, and even this Eagles offense should be able to move the ball against that depleted defense. I mean, there's no Fred Warner. We'll see if he's back. Like, their secondary is terrible. So,
and McCaffrey's playing on pure guts at this point.
Yeah, he's another one. He's back. You see him on the sidelines, getting back rolled and the whole thing.
He's doing planks on the sideline trying to get better.
Yeah. So I'm kind of with Pat because, your point about Darnold's right. He could certainly melt down against Jalen Carter and Eagles pass rush, but I could see the Eagles going 3 and out against that Seattle defense. And then it's just a matter of can the Eagles defense score?
The Eagles defense score. Now they got to put up the points too.
Well, they're going to have to get in the field goal range by themselves off of a Darnold turnover. Like, you're going to need like 4 Darnold turnovers. Remember the rock fight? I hate you keep using the word, but it's so apropos. Between Seattle and the Rams, when he turned it over 4 times. The game was like a 13-10 game.
Yeah. Last night was a classic. That Seahawks-Rams game a few weeks ago was a classic. There's been some great ball.
I feel like
a lot of it has been in prime time.
Robert Saleh's terrible head coach, but a decent defensive coach. And I don't know. He concerns me matched. I know the talent isn't there, dude. But matching up against the offensive minds we have right now, I don't want to have to worry about scoring 24 points. I don't. So give me. I don't think the Seahawks can score 24 points on the Birds. So give me the Seahawks.
Yeah, I mean, all of a sudden you have confidence that Purdy's going to navigate Jalen Carter. I don't get it.
Well, their offensive line is pretty good. I mean, I just think the offense is clicking
not
right
when
now.
Trent Williams goes out like last night.
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't know if he's got anything lingering, but I think they're going to put up 24 points. I don't think the
Having
Seahawks
said
will.
that, I'll take either one of them before the Rams. I just assume we not see the Rams. I feel like
we avoid them.
them.
That's the good news, is that we're avoiding them.
Not absolutely, but yeah, more than likely.
Well,
yeah.
the first game, right?
You see their name pop up the most, but they're weird scenarios.
There is a scenario where they can face the
Yes.
Rams, actually? Wow.
Yes.
I thought it was pretty cut and dry because if the Lions win, then it's definitely the Packers, right?
Right.
Assuming
If
the Eagles win.
The Lions win. Yeah. Some of the scenarios get funky. Like some of the scenarios that would get you the Rams are if the Eagles lose. And so, but yeah. And,
Well, I mean, the Eagles are going to play to win, no? Like, we all agree that you got to play the game.
Oh, don't get me started. There was, a lot of the beat guys who know what they're talking about, all honorable guys, were kind of doing this. I don't know. Come on, man. You got to be a competitor.
So, yeah.
Those
So, like,
games at the same time, you got to come to play for any number of reasons, including ironically, Anthony, the only team that's going to rest in the NFC is going to be the Packers.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're in. They got nothing to play for. They're banged up.
Yeah.
They're going to trot out Clayton Tune and I don't know. Nitschke might come off IR to play middle linebacker or whatever if poor Ray's still with us.
so if the Rams win out, we avoid them. We avoid the Rams if they win out. There are scenarios where we play them. One is which they win, Eagles win, Detroit wins. Arizona. The Rams would have to lose like the third game, the last game of the season.
Right.
If the Rams win out, we avoid them.
Rams Falcons tonight.
Yeah.
So
the Rams got Falcons and Arizona. They're winning out.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Arizona's going to lay down for the pick.
Like the Giants.
Like the Giants, yeah.
Oh, man.
Oh, dear God.
Can you talk to the Raiders? The Raiders are making Brock Bowers, Max Crosby. They're injured. You see what Max Crosby's doing?
Yeah.
He put up videos of him playing basketball, jumping on a trampoline.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
He can't be there for the long haul.
Raiders? Can we relegate the Raiders right now, Anthony?
You're right. That's a great
The
point.
Giants go out there and kill them.
Yeah. Yeah. They need to be relegated. I'm with you. Guys, so when I look at playing, like you don't have the luxury to sit anybody. Like you got to go and you got to play the game. I think the NFL actually, this might be the best final week I've seen in years, because you got a game for the NFC South on Saturday, right? Carolina and Tampa. You got a game for the 1 seed in Seattle and San Francisco. And then Sunday night, Pittsburgh, Baltimore for the North. That's pretty awesome.
Yes. Yeah. It was funny when they put up the schedule after the game, they threw up the 1 o'clock. It was all the dreck. It's like, at 1 o'clock, if you want to, do something else, go ahead, because we got nothing to show you. But they did it smart, I mean, they put the Eagles. You got to put the Eagles and the Bears head to head, and you got 3 primetime shots, and you got 3 in or out kind of games. It's just fabulous. And let's package that, Anthony, with New Year's Eve and then 3 on New Year's Day. I mean, with the colleges, it's football paradise again for 10 days here.
Yeah, this is the time of year I love, but I hate. Like, I keep
You're
thinking,
already saying it's over, right?
it's so close. Like the regular season, the last week, like we wait all year for this stuff. It's too short. The season's too short. It goes by too fast. I love it. Love it. I mean, watching these games, how awesome. You're right. New Year's Eve, Ohio State, Miami. You got there's some great games, man. Who you like in the colleges?
Well, I like Oregon over Texas Tech. I like Ohio State over Miami. I like Georgia over Ole Miss. And I think some people think the upset's here. I don't. I think Cignetti beats Alabama.
Yeah, I like Indiana too. The only one we differ is I like Tech.
Okay.
I agree with the other three.
It's interesting too. That coach McGuire came up through Texas. Everybody else is on somebody's coaching tree.
Yeah. Ain't it
Pretty
wild?
much Saban's coaching tree.
Yeah. Hey, real quick, we got to touch on this because it's anarchy and you're a hoops guy. Go ahead, VG.
What?
Tell him real quick about
Let me get the guy's
story.
name.
About the story.
You've heard about the 7-footer who's been playing in Europe who just he committed somewhere. Let me get this one guy's name right.
The whole Baylor thing is bizarre.
Baylor got the 7-footer from. He was drafted by the Knicks, played in their summer league. He's been playing in Europe. James Najee. But it gets better because there's an NBA player, Trenton Flowers. He's a two-way player with the Bulls. He actually put up 8 points in an NBA game, and he's being recruited now by like 12 teams to come back and play in the NCAA.
It's sick.
All of these teams should be booed heartily. It's Florida, USC, LSU, Michigan, Kentucky, BYU. They should all be booed for trying to do this. He was a top 25 recruit in 2023.
There was a really good basketball name out there that was kind of forward and progressive thinking, who that just broke his back. I wish I knew who it was. But when he heard that these teams are actually they got scouts now, colleges in the G League and the NBA looking to pull players back. Now, what are we doing, guys? What are we doing?
I mean, LeBron's got 4 years of eligibility. That'd be amazing if he came back.
But I thought that once you played and collected a check in the NBA, you were done.
I would have thought that too.
I don't know.
I mean, there's anarchy. You know what?
Is it wrong? I mean, I second
you know what I feel bad
for?
I feel bad for a high school kid, right?
Yeah.
That is a great player, and you got no chance of going to play unless you're in the top 20 of the country. You got no shot. You're gonna have to go play somewhere else.
Don't even recruit the high school senior. I'm pretty sure Patino's on record as saying he'll get guys.
Yeah, he won't even look at them.
Play in colleges.
Yeah,
and you wind up getting like much more mature guys, playing, and it's so tough for these young guys. It's really, really wild.
Yeah, I don't get it, man.
There's only two things that can help it. I guess they say is an act of Congress with an antitrust ruling or a collective bargaining agreement.
Well, you know what's going to happen? You know what I think is going to happen? You're going to see like a JUCO scene pop up, and there's going to be like 18 to 20 kids that are 18 to 20 will play in this separate league. So it'll be like a minor leagues to the college. And it won't count against eligibility.
What are we doing?
That's what I heard.
And, we're so far removed about whether, we used to like look down or at schools where the kids were taking, crap classes or something like that. We're so far removed.
Basket weaving. Right. He's taking basket weaving. How dare he make a mockery of the education?
Right.
Now we're like, what?
You know what? Those kids are getting a free education. That's what they're getting, a scholarship. Well, okay, sure. But boy, those were days going by.
Yeah.
I heard Todd McShay say that he thinks Dante Moore's going to stay at Oregon because it's more lucrative for him to stay.
Why would you not?
Anthony, you were on that early.
I was saying that with Arch. I'd rather stay in college. I'll go to the NFL when I'm 25. I'm good. They talk about the clock. Who cares? If I'm making bank, I'll invest the money, and at some point, I'll go to the NFL. And nowadays, quarterbacks play until you're 40 anyway. I mean, if I'm any good, I'm fine.
Oh, you know what was awesome about guys playing till 40? Phillip Rivers, who really overachieved. I didn't think he'd do as well as he did. But anyway, the Colts hung in there, and they got to a position where they got a Hail Mary from like midfield. And I was with Tracy's family. I said to my brother-in-law, I take Rivers out. He can't reach that. And that's what they did. They took Rivers out and put the young arm, and the young arm threw it in the end zone. He got picked. But I thought, Rivers years ago, but Rivers can't throw that thing 50 yards. And Steichen was smart. He took him out, and then another guy.
That is smart. That is smart. But how could Flacco flicks it 50 yards?
I know. So smooth.
Yeah.
So
crazy.
Smooth. Yeah.
My brother, you're the greatest. We love you, buddy. Thank you.
Okay, Happy New Year, boys.
Happy New Year.
Happy New
Get
Year.
on that couch all day, New Year's Day. 3 good college games, and you can lick your chops for the NFL coming up in a weekend.
Do you do the roast pork on New Year's Day?
Roast pork, yes. That's always a strong move, and it's there's luck and tradition involved too, right? Yes.
Luck with the pork. Yeah. We love you, buddy. You're the best. Thanks, brother. The great Pat McLoon. Do you do the roast pork?
I do a plant-based ham.
Oh, plant-based pork. Oh, my God.
For good
no.
luck. For good luck, man.
Tyler. He's eating plant-based
Little
pork.
wheat gluten ham.
Listen, man, there's certain things you can't be doing. And I'm all for you being vegetarian, vegan, whatever you want to do. Good on you, because I can't do it. But the plant-based pork?
It's more of a ham. More of a canned ham. Like a honey-baked ham you get. It's more of that level, not like a pork.
Come on, bro. That's not for New Year's. We got to make an exception for New Year's. All right, we got to take care of some business, and I want to get Bo up here. All right, let's talk about some of our friends. Parks Casino, Stream Road, Ben Salem. Our casino of choice, great place for a night of headline entertainment and award-winning dining. Parks Casino, something for everyone's taste. Saturday, January 17th, Grand Funk Railroad. Saturday, January 31st, the Marshall Chuckler Band and Jefferson Starship. Saturday, February 7th, Piano Man Generations, a tribute to Elton John and Billy Joel. February 28th, country artist Brett Young. How about March 14th, the great Tracy Morgan? He's funny.
Hysterical.
All right. April 3rd, Cheap Trick. Oh, what about comedian Anthony Rodia, March 20th and 21st?
Wow, 2 nights.
2 double show. How about that, man? Saturday, April 18th, Melissa Etheridge, and May 14th, the Wallflowers. ParksCasino.com to buy tickets for all shows. Parks Casino. This is how you win. Parks Casino, our casino of choice.
Hey, let's talk about our friends over at Elkins Chevrolet. Elkins Chevrolet, it's run by 3 brothers, real brothers. They're big sports fans. They're at the dealership all the time, making sure you get the best deal. And this time of year, they're making sure you get the deal that will feel just as good as an Eagles win, even better than the Buffalo win. They got a big inventory of Chevy trucks and SUVs, and there's no better time to grab one at a price that won't last. Whether it's getting to the game, you're going to work, or hitting the holiday road, you roll into the new year in the perfect ride at the perfect price. They got Trailblazers, Equinox, Silverados. You want it, they got it. Elkins Chevrolet, real brothers, real deals, and they got a whole lot of honking good service going on. Elkins Chevrolet is really easy to get to. It's right over the bridge, Route 73 South in Marlton, New Jersey. So shop now at elkinschevrolet.com. And you know what we say, together, let's drive.
Right.
Hey, Philly sports fan.
Yeah, buddy. Time now to go deeper into the game. From the all PHLY Bird Show, Bo Wolf.
Our man on the ground, he's solid and sound. He's on the hunt for Eagles news. Handsome and astounds, clever and profound. We're talking Eagles with Bo Wolf.
On the Xfinity mobile call-in line. So, my brother, 2 ways to look at it. Oh, my God, this defense, the greatest. It will carry us to a Super Bowl. Or they didn't get a first down passing in the second half. They didn't get a yard passing in the second half. Which way do you look at it, Bo Wolf?
I think for this one, I'm a little bit more about the defense. I'm like, I already know that the offense isn't very good and can't be trusted. I'm already there.
Yeah.
What we didn't know was, after the defense had that game against the Bears where they got pushed around a little bit, okay, they had some really awesome performances after that, but this was a real different test for them against the Bills offense. Now, we take into account the fact that this was a crazy weather game and the conditions were tough, and that's certainly part of it. But boy, did they go out there and just beat up the Bills offense. And I think that was enough for me to think that, they're going to be in any playoff game. And if you can just get enough from the offense, they should be fine. I mean, the defense is so fun to watch. There was that one possession, the 3-and-out that they forced, where it starts with the nasty hit from Zack Baun that decleats James Cook, and then Cooper DeJean makes the cool play on the fumble, even though it turned out to not be a fumble. That's the first play. They're beating 2 guys up on that play. The second play of that drive is Jordan Davis just absolutely ragdolling Osiris Torrance, getting a sack. And then the third play, they're backed up, they dump it down, and Reed Blankenship kills a guy. Like that is when they are rolling, they are nasty, and that will play in January, even if the offense can't get its stuff together.
Yes, that was my opening, Bo.
Yeah.
Now, here we go. Here's the other side.
Now, listen, do you need to get more than one first down in the second half on 5 possessions?
Go to VG.
A completion would be nice, Bo. I mean, I don't think that plays
Well,
against.
they did have one completion.
I don't think
just
that
overturned by a
plays
bad overturn.
in any playoff game. If I look at the Bills' offense, they have Josh Allen, but the receivers kind of stink. Dalton Kincaid's
the
hurt.
receivers have stunk all season long, and they've still been a top 5 offense.
Yeah, I don't know who they've been playing.
They've been a great running team all
They
season
have
long.
been. That was the most impressive thing from yesterday, which is really what I wanted to see from the defense. Could they stop the run? They totally shut it down. The best running team in football.
Yeah, I mean, I love that line. Deion Dawkins.
100%.
I mean, they run it.
Yes. I had said they can win the Super Bowl. I don't know if they can win the NFC. There's a lot of offensive firepower in the NFC.
Here's my question. Should they just let the defense play offense?
Yes. That's what Anthony's relying on them to score.
Like,
to
if
win.
they play Seattle, the answer is yes. If they play,
I don't know. I kind of feel like just give Cooper DeJean the ball. Let Jordan Davis and Jalen Carter block up front. I think they could probably be fine.
You know what? You're right.
At this point, some of the D-line are probably better blockers.
Who played quarterback? Who could play quarterback on defense?
I think it's DeJean. I think you let DeJean be the dual threat guy. Put him out there. Put the ball in his hand. Maybe he could hand off to Quinion, I guess. You know what? Jahad Campbell. Let's get to Jahad Campbell. You saw that speed chasing down that fumble. I feel like he could do something.
I thought Jahad's like a tight end.
Yeah.
He played tight end in high school.
H-back.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, forget the nonsense. Real quick.
Forget the nonsense.
Forget the nonsense.
1 to 0 completions.
All right.
That's the nonsense.
Why isn't he under center? Can you just answer me that?
But he was under center a lot yesterday.
When I think about it, I mean, I got to go back and watch it and look at the numbers or whatever, but he didn't feel like he was under center as much.
I think it was like the second or third most under center they've had in a game this season. And in
Was
the
it
first
really?
half, now you can say it was more in the first half and they were better in the first half. That's true. And it wasn't a ton in the second half, but that's probably because they just kept getting in third and long.
3 and out.
And boy, are they terrible on third and long. And they have been all
You're right.
season
That's
long.
probably what I'm looking at is that second half, because they were 3 and out every freaking time.
Unbelievable. 4 in a row to close the game.
And even the first one,
They had 2
Saquon got a
possessions
10-yard
back-to-back.
run, and then that was that.
Yeah, they got a first down on their second offensive play, and then that was it. They didn't get another one in the second half. I mean, they had 2 possessions in a row where they bled like a combined 14 seconds off the clock.
Yeah, what is that, Bo? Like, it really is their offense. I was talking about this earlier. You don't know what they're trying to achieve. Like, I watch every game. Like, I'm an idiot. I love it, right? So I watch every game. Like, you know what a team, an OC's trying to do, right? Like, we're going to attack the edges here. We're going to attack this part of the secondary. There's a corner, right? we want to set this up. We want to try to establish a run. We're going to try to do this. Like, you understand what an offense is trying to do. With the Eagles, I don't know what they're trying to do, except not turn it over.
And what is concerning? Because in the first half, I thought it did look like they had a real plan, and it did look like the running game and the passing game were married a little bit. You saw some of the under center play action shots hit. And what is concerning when you think about it big picture is when you think about coaching and you think about like what makes Vic great is his ability to adjust in game. He sees what's going on the first couple possessions, and then he figures it out and has a new plan. And we have seen so often this year with the Eagles offense that they come in and they move the ball and they have a pretty good first half. And then they crater in the second half. Now, part of that is I think that they just get conservative and they turtle a little bit and they stop trying to do the same things. But part of it is also they are not able to adjust to the adjustments that are being made against them. They rank 10th in the NFL in first half points per game. They're 27th in second half points per game. It like the numbers bear it out.
If you really take out the Rams game, they're probably last.
Right. And we have seen this story over and over again this season, and you wonder why it hasn't changed, and you wonder why that is. And it is, if the Eagles do not win the Super Bowl, it is hard to believe that won't be the major reason why.
Yeah.
I can't imagine Jeffrey Lurie's reaction to those stats yesterday offensively. Is the money that's paid on that side. A 0 completions is just outrageous.
Now, I did think Devontae caught that ball. I don't think they should have overturned that. But nevertheless, one completion wouldn't have been much better.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't want to argue that stuff. All right, let's look ahead at the matchups in the playoffs. All right. So
let me ask you this, cuz I don't want to cut you off. Are you playing guys this week?
Yes.
Because I think it's a really interesting conversation.
Is it?
Because I think it is. Because think about it. You need to win and the Bears to lose, right? Is the benefit of being the 2 over the 3?
Yes.
Relying on the Bears to lose worth it if you also think, as I know you do, that the backups could beat the Commanders. Tanner McKee is going to win that game too, right? And so do you take the opportunity to rest? You're still going out there and trying to win the game, but it's not like you can sit everybody. I don't know. I think there are guys who could use the rest. I know that it's probably not what they're going to do, but my inclination is you rest Jalen, you rest AJ, you rest Jalen Carter, you rest the important guys on defense, and it's still Tanner McKee versus Josh Johnson. You still have a very good chance of winning that game. And keeping in mind, the Bears are favored to beat the Lions. To beat the Lions, it's not like even if you play and take the risk, you're going to definitely get the 2 seed. It's a complicated decision. I mean, guys get hurt every week.
Come on, man. You got to compete. You haven't earned the right.
You're still competing.
You haven't earned the right to rest. Come on, bro.
I don't know. You got to be
smart.
Come
on. You haven't played a full game in forever. Just go play and go play. Let's go. It's playoffs, man.
I don't know.
Nah. I mean, listen. Do I think McKee can win? I do, right? But Jalen Carter's playing, and
why is Jalen Carter playing?
I want him to play. I want him to wreck. I need him.
What do you need Jalen Carter for? You don't need to learn anything about Jalen Carter. He's injured. Let him rest those shoulders.
He's fine.
He's going to play 100% of the snaps in the playoffs. Give him
He's fine, man. I need him.
That 2 seed guarantees you the Packers. You got to get it. If you got a chance at the 2 seed, you got to play everyone to get the Packers. You got to.
You're beating the Packers.
Probably. They're probably beating. I mean, the Rams are tough, but I think they probably beat the Niners, right?
I don't know. Are you asking me or telling me?
So here's the thing. Just so you know, and I know you do, but if you're in the 3 seed, then you have to play the loser of Seattle, San Francisco. Who do you want? Like, I don't want Seattle.
I would rather play San Francisco. And I've been thinking about this because I think the defense is good enough to stop anybody. And so I think you take the easiest defense that you can play against.
You remember that big collapse? You remember where that all started? 2023, I think it was a 49er who said, we figured out Hurts and the Eagles, and they collapsed. I don't want to play them. And that firepower, they're too much offensively. I'm telling Anthony,
Too much offensively for this defense? Come on.
I think they can put up 20 to 24 points on this defense. I don't know if the Eagles can score 21 points on anyone right now.
Yeah. I don't think that's a crazy opinion. I think I would trust the Eagles defense in that matchup. But yes, it's tough. These are all good teams. Except for the Packers, you would feel good about that.
The Packers, 14 points will beat them. 13 points will beat the Packers. I'm comfortable in that range.
Yeah, I think
Bears are 2.5-point favorites on the Lions.
That's a thin line, Bo. That's at home.
Line. Yeah.
I don't know. I think you got to play, man. Like, come on. You have these weeks of these, mini buys. I mean, let's just go play. Like, let's go. Gear it up. Let's play.
Okay.
I mean,
the offense needs a little bit of confidence. They're coming off that second half. I don't want them going into the playoffs at that second half.
What if they have another bad game, though?
I mean, all right. Then, you tried at least.
So let me ask you this, Bo. What's up with the middle of that line? And what is up with Cam Jurgens?
Pro Bowler. I mean, it's been bad.
I mean, he was horrible yesterday.
Yeah, he hasn't been good all season, and certainly not up to his caliber. And this is, it's not far removed from the conversation we're having about playing guys, because both he and Landon Dickerson have been obviously playing through injury all season long, and they are warriors. They're going to play if they can. But I would be hard-pressed to not think that the Eagles would be in better shape right now if both of those guys had taken a month off and you played backup so that they could get right. And maybe you have one fewer win at most, right, in those games. I think it's easy for me to say from the outside. I know it's not how they're wired, but I feel like there was a little bit of missing the forest for the trees with the season that those two guys have had.
Yeah, I mean, between Steen, who's not good in the run game, like they're just woof. They're getting blown up, man.
Listen, the biggest reason for optimism is you hope you get Lane Johnson back for the playoffs, and that alone changes how good. Yeah,
because now all of a sudden, when you go to 6-man front, you got Fred. You're good. Like, you're good with a 6-man front. You're good.
I mean, is Lane? I mean, what percentage do you think he comes back at? I mean, coming back from that injury without surgery doesn't happen too often.
I agree, but I'm trying to be optimistic. You got to have some faith, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, 70%. I don't know. I don't think he's going to be the Lane we think he is.
Yeah, you shoot him up. He'll be all right. He's Lane.
Like Jalen Carter got shut up, yeah.
Lane, that's what Lane does. I mean, you need him out there. I mean, that's just it.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, and Lane at 80%, 90% is still better than what you got. So, it's less about that part. I'm more worried about the interior part of the line.
They have struggled for sure all season long, especially in the running game.
Did Stoutland take any heat for this? Run game coordinator, offensive line coach, or is it we just write it off as injuries?
I don't know. I would love to have like an honest conversation with Stout to find out what he thinks has gone wrong with the running game. I don't know. It's a good question.
Yeah, I don't know. I keep thinking about Sunday.
Oh, here we go. Here's the stat. I mean, because they tend to play scared or conservative. The Eagles are 8-0 this season when they win the turnover battle, and they've won 37 games in a row when they win the turnover battle.
Well, I mean, that's their talk.
I mean, that's it. That's their whole. That is their offensive game plan. That's the game plan. Don't turn it over.
Well, that's what Jalen said last night. I mean, it basically told you that.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. I mean, it wins.
But it wins. So I don't know. I mean, until it loses.
Right.
You got to, again, with this defense, it doesn't work unless you have this defense.
Mm-hmm.
I totally agree.
Right? Like, this defense is so good that it allows your offense to play turtle ball.
Well, how are we supposed to wrap our heads around this?
Yes.
We have an offensive coordinator, offensive-minded coach, and we've got all these studs on offense. It makes no sense. This is the most perplexing, frustrating team.
I totally agree. It's bizarre. And there are times when, like yesterday, okay, you don't want to turn the ball over in the second half. I get that. Like if you go get 3 first downs and then throw an interception 20 yards downfield, it's the same thing, right? And guess what? You've bled an extra 3 minutes off the clock. Like sometimes turnovers are not the worst thing in the world if you're still moving the ball on offense. And so if you make that deal, it's going to help out don't you think the defense must have been livid in the second half yesterday? They've been on the field all game long, and you guys can't even get a first down.
The one possession was like 23 seconds.
It's crazy.
That's nuts.
I know. I just keep.
But they keep winning. They're not going to change. They keep winning. Here's
Yeah.
one thing I will give them credit for, in terms of doing something different. I was happy to see that in that red zone possession, they moved away from just relying on the tush push because they're clearly scared of the tush push, right? They're in their own heads about it.
Yeah, isn't that a Jerkis thing?
Maybe that's fair, but I give them kudos for saying, you know what? Let's put it to bed this week. Let's call this nice play action play for Dallas Goedert. He's wide open. Good job by Jalen getting rid of the ball. The red zone design has been good all season long.
So, how many times have you seen with a quarterback under center and a team needs a yard or two, right? Where it's just a halfback dive and it's a boom and teams pick it up. They don't do that. Why don't they do that? I saw it 100 times over the weekend where teams go 3rd and 1.5 and we're going to barrel our way in. And you got Saquon Barkley. Is it because of the interior line or is it they just don't like to run it like that?
That is not Jurgen's game, right? He is not a powerful center. He is an athletic center. So that's probably part of it. You can wonder if it's a Jalen preference thing or if it's a trust in Saquon. It's a good question. I don't know the answer.
I get frustrated. Well, I'm trying not to be frustrated because I love the defense so much that I'm trying. And I mean Sirianni coming off the field last night, him jibber jabbering, hey, no talking no more. Dude, just be quiet.
Khalil Shakir is open. Like you almost like he could have very easily completed that pass and lose the game. Like
I don't know even how to feel about him. I look at him sometimes and I go,
I think you can feel about him exactly the way that AJ Brown looked in that video.
Exactly.
Like, okay.
Yeah.
You do you. Like,
that's exactly how I go, dude, I watch these great coaches around the league, right? Like incredible minds. And you see it. And then I watch them and I go, you're lucky you got the old man upstairs. Without the old man upstairs, you got nothing.
I don't think you are alone in that opinion.
Well, I know I'm not alone.
I'm looking through the teams now. What head coach would I not take over him? I mean, John Gannon.
But then you look at the
probably.
record. He's got like the best record in NFL history. It's crazy.
I know he's Lombardi.
There's not many. I mean, Gannon's probably one of the few. I'm looking. I mean, and whoever's the coach of the Giants.
There are more than Gannon who you would not take. Come on.
Who? I'm looking at the worst teams. The Commanders.
Yeah, I would take Sirianni
over Dan Quinn.
Yeah, I go Dan Quinn.
100%.
I go Dan Quinn.
Kellen Moore.
No. Sirianni
Over Kellen?
Yeah.
I wouldn't.
Pat Carroll. Pete Carroll.
Sirianni, I agree.
No.
Aaron Glenn. Sirianni. Raheem Morris. Sirianni.
Who?
Raheem Morris.
Okay.
Stefanski.
No, I go Kevin.
I might take Stefanski.
Bill Callahan.
Schottenheimer. Sirianni.
Agreed.
Callahan. Sirianni.
Agreed.
I think you guys are all right. So I'll say 5.
No, there's
five coaches.
Half the league, I think.
Not take
Dan Campbell. Go through them. Dan Campbell, Ben Johnson, KOC, and Green Bay. Which
LaFleur.
and LaFleur. I take all those guys over.
You like the
them.
Vikings coach?
KOC.
Oh, KOC.
Right? You would agree
Okay,
there.
I want for the
Todd
most
Bowles?
part, yeah.
You take everybody over in the West, everybody but Gannon.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the good. Those are the good teams.
Okay.
I mean, AFC South, I'd probably take everyone except the Titans, maybe.
I would take more. I like Kellen. I think Kellen's a good coach. I think he's got
I
good
would take
concept.
Nick over Steichen. I would take Nick over. I would
You would
take
take
over.
Steichen? You take Nick over Steichen?
Yes.
No.
Come on, Bo. Come on.
Steichen's a
Come
good
on.
coach, dude.
Come
He's
on.
always the braids.
He's never won anything.
AFC West, I'd take everybody.
Yeah.
No, you would not take Pete Carroll.
Yes, I would.
not Pete.
I
No.
would
No,
take
you
Pete
wouldn't.
No,
Carroll.
he's too old. No,
Get
I
out of
wouldn't
town,
I wouldn't
VG.
take Pete. I wouldn't take Pete. No, but the other three I would. The other three's not even close.
We got 3 out of 4. Well, AFC North.
I mean, come on, Bo.
No, you're right. I think that's fair.
All right.
AFC
Yeah, I mean,
North.
those are monsters. Yeah.
3 out of 4. Tomlin, Harbaugh, Stefanski.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
You would hate Tomlin.
Who? I know Mike.
Oh yeah, I know. But like, as the coach of the team, you guys would hate him.
Why?
It depends on who his OC is.
Okay.
He's
I like
Tomlin.
Tomlin. I
Failed.
think, yeah.
I like Mike. I mean, I love the guy. I mean, be honest with you. I think he's a great dude. He's like a great football man. Like, I love him. His only issues are OC. Like, he's got to get it right with the OC.
Mm-hmm.
Mickey Durkin
I'm with
in
you.
the chat said he'd take Rich Kotite.
I mean, like, you can't blame people when you have an offensive guy coming from that side of the ball, and the issue has been offense. I mean,
Well, and
it's not like he hasn't done everything right. Like, good things. He's done good things. I'm not saying I want to love the guy.
His track record is awesome.
You
No
know.
doubt about it.
I
think what is
wanna
hard
love
for
him.
people to swallow and to put a finger on it is the disconnect between how boastful and look at me, pound my chest he is after a game like that, contrasting that with how scared they play on offense. Like the combination of I'm going to act like the biggest, bully in the room, but I'm going to play like a scaredy cat. And
Yeah.
that is really hard to wrap.
Yeah, I you know what it is with Nick is I don't like his personality. I don't. I hate his demeanor. Like this whole
What a-
yapping
like
on the
you're breaking up, yeah.
sidelines and dude, act like you've been there, cuz.
They had that first touchdown. They're like strutting up and down the sideline. It's like,
Yeah, I'm not like
cut to second
I
half.
don't like my coach. Like, save it. Do I see Shanahan do stuff like that? Do I see McVay? Like, you could be mildly, but the way he takes it to another level, come on, bro. I need my coach to be a little bit more, have more decorum.
I can't.
I don't disagree with you.
And Tomlin with all this talent on offense. I mean, those coaches we're talking about that stink. If you had all this talent on offense, they might not stink so much.
Who would you rather have, Vic or Nick?
Oh, Vic. I mean,
Yes.
Right.
Nick without Vic, I would take my chances.
Right. Anyway, Bo, fun stuff as always. Crazy. It's so crazy. It's unbelievable, man.
You have the greatest defense and the worst offense. It can't even just be an
It's
average
never
offense.
dull. I mean, they're never dull.
No, always. There's always something to talk about.
Yeah.
All right, let's you guys get to Fran.
What's up with you?
We got the show at 2 o'clock. Fran's going to break it down for us, and we'll talk more about this decision the Eagles have about playing their guys or not.
I know.
Should be
I
fun.
can't wait to talk to Franny. He's coming up in a moment. Thank you, Bo.
Thanks, guys.
Appreciate it, brother. First, let's take a quick TO, right? We're going to take a little quick TO.
Hey, Philly sports fans, listen up. It's the season of gifting. Yes, it's still the season of gifting. And if you're looking for something truly unforgettable this year, I got the perfect idea. You got to check out the incredible work from Philadelphia sports artist Jordan Spector over at SpecterSportsArt.com. SpecterSportsArt.com. I personally own one of Jordan's pieces myself, and trust me, these aren't just posters you hang on the wall. They're museum-level artworks of the greatest moments and icons in Philly sports history. His collections come in prints, canvases, and even athlete partner trading cards. And get this, one of the newest cards actually includes a piece of Brandon Graham's real game-worn jersey from that matchup in New Orleans. Remember, against the Chiefs? It doesn't get more authentic than that. So if you got a diehard sports fan in your life, or if you just want to treat yourself, it's the kind of gift you'll talk about forever. So head over right now, SpecterSportsArt.com. That's SpecterSportsArt.com, and grab something epic for the Philly fan in your life today. Hey, picture this, a fan cave that actually feels like your dream setup. And thanks to the people at Ashley, that could be real. We're giving away a $2,500 Ashley Furniture gift card. You can go big on a sectional, add some stylish pieces, or trick out your space for game day. It's all up to you, and it's really simple. You just visit AshleyFanCave.com, see if you're eligible, fill out the form, and you're entered. It's that simple. Enter now, and you might be watching the next big game in a fan cave built by you, courtesy of Ashley.
All right. Joining us now on the Xfinity Mobile call-in line. Nobody does it better. You want X and O's? You want the Eagles broken down in the greatest manner? You got to become a diehard. You don't want to miss Fran Duffy. What Franny Film says goes.
They do not crave food nor drink for nourishment, for they exist solely on the glow of the all 22 monitors. They are the Leatherheads, and he is Franny Films.
And VG, what's going on, guys?
You're the best. Thank you, buddy. I know how busy Mondays are for you, and all night you're pulling all-nighters. People want to know, they need to figure out and reconcile what happened in the second half on offense.
Yeah, I mean, really the big thing was a lot of the things that we've talked about all season long continuing to show their head, right? Where, hey, they can't run the ball with consistency. And so you get into a game like that where the elements come into play and you got to be able to run the ball. You have missed blocks at the point of attack, the inability to get Saquon into space up to the second level consistently. And then, guys, I mean, the drop back pass game conceptually it leaves a lot to be desired, to put it nicely, right? I think when you're looking at it like conceptually, and I'm talking like strict third down, third and long, take away play action, take away RPOs, like take all that out. And it's just, hey, Jalen, like drop back, 5-step drop, 7-step drop, and read this thing out. Whether it's, and I honestly didn't think that it was a bad like Jalen performance from that standpoint. I'm just speaking like conceptually, like how it's built. It's tough, man. Like there were a lot of plays. I know Baldy talked about it already this morning. A handful of plays where I'm like, I don't know where he's supposed to go with this football. And when you bring that into it, it's tough to kind of disentangle how they're going to get out of that. Like just throw out the entire third down game plan and start from scratch in week 18. Like, no, these are the things we've talked about all season long. And so if this team gets into a matchup with an opposing defense that is able to stop the run on early downs or, stop the RPO game, basically get it into third and long, it's typically curtains for this offense. Like it's been very tough for them to overcome that throughout the course of the season offensively.
Spoken like a true Leatherhead. Curtains.
It's curtains time. But it's true. I mean, third and long.
Oh, why not do a draw to Will Shipley? Why not? Perfect.
They can't do anything third and long. You know what's interesting? Jalen made 2 throws on the same drive in the first half that I went, wow.
Yep.
He makes one where he climbs the pocket a little bit and fires. Oh, it was a great throw in stride. You know what I'm talking about?
On third and long. That was their only third and long conversion all day. So it stood out.
It was beautiful, right? Like he gunned it too. He had to gun it. He guns it, gets it in there, and then he throws it up to Devontae to go make a play on the ball, and Devontae made the play. Yep. And I go, all right, like that's what we want. And that was it.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, and even as like I'm watching that game last night, and you just see those teams go back and forth and back and forth and back and forth, and I'm like, I watched the Eagles not complete a pass for 2 hours in real time earlier today. Like, it does not feel good to say like, oh, these are two teams that the Eagles, could see in the postseason. If you get to the second round, you're talking about seeing these two teams. They have to play a certain kind of way, and we've talked all season about the evolving identity and what are they going to do and how are they going. It's very clear this operation, they want to go week to week and say like, all right, what do we need to do to win this game? And in my opinion, when you're looking at what this offense does best, you're struggling to say like, all right, what can they lean on, right? Because the run game's not there, the RPO game, all that stuff, like it has not been there. To me, the best version of this offense, and like to your point, like a couple of those throws that we saw yesterday were under center, play action, shot plays. Because to me, and again, I know it's not comfortable for the quarterback and maybe for the coaching staff, or hey, that's not the way that we've operated in the past, but they continue to find ways to attack down the field. And if you are not going to be like a precise ball out fast, we're gonna carve you up. That's not the identity of the pass game. In the quick game, we're not going to matriculate the ball down the field. Then you got to create explosives. And so when you get into third and long, and it's like, oh, we're going to throw this slant to Dallas Goedert, or we're going to throw this little screen to Dallas Goedert, like you're off the field on third down. And so they have to find ways to get explosives to try and generate momentum. To me, that's the path to them generating those explosives to get to 24 points in a game, right? Like that. Yeah,
this defense. If you could score 24, you can win with this defense.
Yep. And that to me, like if it were me, that would be my path. I would say, you know what? I'm going to embrace the fact that we are going to be a little bit volatile. Because look, they called a bunch of those under center play action, like shot plays, and it wasn't that they hit on all of them. Jalen underthrew that one to Devontae on the deep stop route where he put it into the dirt. There's the incompletion to AJ, perfect ball from Jalen, like rolling to his left. He puts it over the shoulder. You probably could have gotten a DPI call there, but even still, like he put it right on it where only AJ could get it. The first play of the game, Jahan Dotson, deep corner route, puts it where only Dotson can get it. Those balls fall incomplete, but it's like, okay, like, yeah, if you throw 6 of them and you hit 3, maybe one week you hit 4, and now all of a sudden, like that, now you're trying to find ways to be able to score points. Because right now, saying that we're going to lean on the run game and quick passing game and like, oh, Jalen's going to make plays outside of structure, that's not enough. That's not cutting it. It hasn't cut it for most of this year.
So what do you think ultimately is killing this offense, right? Is it the interior? Like, because Jurgens was awful again. We've talked about Steen in the run game, right? Like, they have not been good. Is it that line that's ultimately killing them?
Yeah, I came to, like, it really crystallized for me, I want to say a few weeks ago, like mid-season, where it was like, you know what? Because we go back and forth on the pass game and what is this and what is that. To me, like, it all stems from the offensive line just not being up to snuff with what we've expected over the course of the last several years, right? To me, you go from an elite unit to at best an average unit right now because of the way that those guys are. Look, if those guys don't play, if the starters don't play this week, Landon Dickerson can use a week off. Cam Jurgens can use a week off. Like, get those bodies right. Try if they can look like how Jalen Carter looked after that rest. You get Lane Johnson back, so that'll be helpful. You get Lane back in there. But yeah, the fact that this offensive line has not been healthy and has not looked good for most of this year. Now the run game is not what you've come to expect, and then when you strip that away, now what do you have? And because you don't have a screen game. We talked about the quarterback run game not being there. Like, what do you do? What would you say you do here? And that's to me like what has been the big problem is it all stems from the offensive line not being the quality we've come to expect.
So I just was texting someone. I do believe that they're going to play their starters Sunday.
Interesting.
That I think they're going to play to win. That they're going to play which I agree with. I think you know.
If you got a shot, you got to take it.
If you can get Green Bay,
yes,
like that's how you start your momentum, right? Like you need a drive starter, you need a playoff starter, right? You get that first win out of the way, and there's no. I think they roll Green Bay. I don't care what happens. I look at that defense. It's not the same when you take Micah out of it. It's just a shell of itself.
Yeah, and then conversely, when I look at the Eagles defense, like I was watching that game yesterday saying, like, this is a Super Bowl caliber defense. This is a team that this is a unit you
Agreed.
can absolutely hang your hat on. Like, I know what their identity is. I know what they're bringing to the table. So to me, like, if you get into those matchups, and that's the thing, man, you said it earlier, if you could score 20 points, if you could score 24 points, that should be enough to win with this defense. It's just going to be, can they get to that point? Because look, they've gone against some defenses the last few weeks. You look at that Raiders defense. You look at that Washington defense. You look at the defense they played against yesterday. That defense that they played against yesterday, especially in the run game, it's been one of the worst in football all season. And this was conditions where they should have been able to run the ball. Could not get it going. And so to me, when I look at this group offensively, they've got to find a way. And I'm not sure. To me, like I told you how I feel about it. I don't know that I feel super confident that they are going to get to that point where say, yep, they're going to score 30 today. Yeah, it's tough to count on that.
It's odd, too, because when you look at them and you look at how they play offense, and you watch you brought up last night. I mean, forget the fact that those two defenses aren't good, but conceptually and how it looks, it's not even the same sport, man. Like Ben Johnson has Caleb playing so well right now. He's so confident. Like, you see what he does with the ball. Man, I mean, the kid's playing some really good. He made a couple down the field throws that were just incredible. And I just don't see anything like that here.
Yeah, and honestly, like when I think of the second half of the game, and I talked about, hey, early on they were able to run the Eagles. I'm talking about now. They were able to run a bunch of those under center play action plays. And when you look at San Francisco, you look at Chicago, that's the way those teams are built. You look at Buffalo, the team the Eagles played yesterday. That's been a top 5 offense by basically every metric all season long. All 3 of those teams are going to carve you up in the run game, right? So if you can't get drives rolling, and that's what I think if you talk to coaches in the building about the second half yesterday, and I haven't talked with anybody today yet, but I think, just off weeks past, years past, when you look at a game like yesterday, when you go 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out, you can't get any momentum rolling. No. And honestly, if it's 3rd and 8, it's 3rd and 7, all the under center stuff that gets thrown out the door, and that's where I go into with a straight drop back game. There's nothing there. There's just nothing. And again, you kind of you have to compartmentalize what that is in the weekly game plan. Different coaches are in charge of different situations. So the pure hey, it's 3rd and long. There's a coach that's responsible for that part of the game plan. Yeah. And so that part, I don't know who. I'm not sure who it is. I don't know it, but all I'm saying, when I watch that group on film on 3rd and long.
They got no chance.
Not much there to work with.
They got no chance. And the other problem is they got very little on first down. They have very little drive starters. They have very little aspects of their game plan that they can lean into. That's what the most concerning thing is.
Yeah, and last week it was, hey, we're going to get into empty. And we're gonna spread. We're gonna get the ball out of Jalen's hands quick, and it's gonna be. And they were able to sustain a couple of drives that way. But again, that's because it worked in that game. They saw something against Washington where that would work. And Washington, on a couple of those drives, there were scoring drives for the Eagles, for whatever reason, thought, hey, we're going to have 3 slow linebackers on the field against 3 receiver sets. And then the Eagles stayed and hurry up and kept that defense on the field, and they were able to take advantage of that. When you're going up against the best defenses in football in the playoffs, that's not going to happen. Even Dennis Allen's not going to let that happen, right? Chris Shula with the Rams, not going to let that happen. Mike McDonald, not going to let that happen. Todd Bowles, not going to let that happen. So I think when you're looking at trying to look forward, what is sustainable? What can they count on? It's tough. It's tough to project that right now.
Fran, it seems like they have it's obvious they have a hard time adjusting to adjustments other teams make defensively. Fred Johnson said that they adjusted to the running game with their defense became more exotic. You've looked at the film. Is there anything that stepped out to you that would jump out as exotic, or is it just? Do you think it's just something they haven't seen on tape like we've seen before or weren't prepared for?
Yeah, I think that one of the things I noticed from a run game standpoint, VG, was that there was a lot of stunts on the front side where guys would just cross face, and so that's nothing crazy. This is stuff you see that. they did it a little bit more as the game went on. I would say, like, in terms of how that defense adjusted as the game went on in the past game, it was a lot more pressure, and pressure looks like when they got into those third and longs, it was, hey, we're sending the free safety and the nickel, and we're dropping both defensive ends, and it's a 4-man rush, and we're playing zone behind it, and the Eagles are running like all curls or like a shallow cross or a bubble screen, and now again, like, it's a zone heavy defense. That means those guys are playing in reverse and rally to the football. It's like what the Eagles are doing. We're going to drop and rally. And if you're throwing short consistently against that kind of defense, those guys are going to rally to the football and make those tackles. And so, yeah, to me, though, watching that group, those were the big evolutions as the game went on. Why they didn't make adjustments off of that, it's tough for me to say.
So, who do you want? Now, obviously, we all want the Packers, right? But if the Bears win and you get, say, San Fran or Seattle, the loser of that game, who do you want?
It's a good question. I think I'd rather play, if I'm going to cut it down and say, like, all right, look at those 4 units, Seattle's offense and defense, San Francisco's offense and defense. Of those 4, I would most want to see San Francisco's defense, right? That would be the group that if I were the coaching staff of that team, I would have the least amount of confidence in. After that, it would be Seattle's offense. And so I'm of two minds of it, right? At what point do I say, I'd rather, hey, Vic, just go shut down that Seattle offense and win a game like you saw yesterday, right? Where it's 13-12.
Right.
That's probably a better advantage for the Eagles, considering the fact that the offense has struggled the way that it has, as opposed to getting into a game where maybe you got to score 24 or 27 or 31 to beat San Francisco, right? Because that offense is going to get theirs with the way that they're playing right now. Purdy's playing out of his head. I mean, he was outstanding last night. So that's it. It's tough for me to say, like, with certainty, but I think that's where I would lean. I think I'd rather see Seattle, which seems crazy to invite.
Yeah, the only problem, and I'm with you, I get it. My only problem is with the Niners, I don't think that they're going to have – I'm confident in my front. Purdy hasn't seen that front. Like, he hasn't seen – he didn't have Jalen Carter breathing down his throat last night.
No, he did not. And that's totally fair. And so that's – and look, he's been out for most of the year, so getting his sea legs out from under him. If you're able to, like, get a couple shots on him early, is that something where you're able to kind of rattle him a little bit, and, give him something he hasn't seen? I think that's totally fair.
Yeah,
I'm with you, Franny. If I'm feeling I got to score 20 points max to win, I'd rather take my chances with Seattle. I think the Niners get 24 on this team, on anybody really, and it's Darnold. It's Darnold.
That's what it comes down to. Like, hey, because the Eagles are so good. It's something I'm going to talk about on the show at 2:00. Is that everything is about, like, internal pressure. You talk about, like, the linebacker blitzes and obviously the defensive tackles, the stunts coming from the inside. Like, everything's about getting pressure up the middle. For me, like, mess with Darnold in that way, and that should be a really good recipe for success. So I totally agree there.
All right, make sure everybody is watching 2:00 today. Franny will break down everything that we talk about in that game. Franny's got it. All right. So thank you, my brother. Really appreciate your time this morning. We, as always, know you're busy. All right.
No, all good. Appreciate it, guys.
Thanks, buddy. There he is, the great Fran Duffy, Franny Films, checking it out, breaking it all down. He agrees with you, VG, about Seattle. Hey, look, it's a rock fight. Should be able to win a rock fight. The only problem is I just don't see the Eagles scoring unless there's a turnover. Right? And you get, great field position. I don't see the Eagles scoring against Seattle.
Really? I mean, Phillip Rivers, did he? Not Phillip Rivers. Let me see who their last couple of games were. I feel like they're giving up some points.
I don't. I mean, they did they've gotten in a couple shootouts.
The Rams put up some points, right?
Yeah, well, it's called the Rams. All right.
We got just
we
have just as much offensive talent as the Rams.
Yeah, right.
So it was Carolina 10, the Colts 16, the Falcons 9, the Vikings 0.
Yeah, a lot of
the Rams
points there,
were mixed in.
Well, 16 points to the Colts. The Colts stink.
No, they don't. It's the best. We're the best running backs in the league.
Phil Rivers, come on.
The team with the most points against them in the last 2 months, other than the Rams, Tennessee Titans, 24.
Yes. The Minnesota put up 26.
Because they laid down on them. Stop. Come on. Dude. They're not.
Listen,
Eagles aren't going to put
if
up
I'm
20
getting in a
against
rock
Seattle.
fight, I just want one rock at a time coming at me. Shanahan's got like 7 rocks at a time coming at you. Let me get one rock from Seattle.
I don't know, dude, because ultimately, it's my best. Like, I like the Eagles' defense against the Niners' offense.
Okay. I think they will hold the Niners below what they normally do.
And then that means,
but I don't think they're holding the Niners to 16 points. I just don't. Can they hold the Seattle Seahawks to 16 or 13? 100%.
Yeah, I think it's going to be harder to score 20 against Seattle than it is against San Fran.
You're not wrong.
All right, let's take a quick TO, talk about our friends and our... Let's talk about Evans Pest Control. A local business has been helping Philadelphia homeowners and businesses stay pest-free. That's right. Evans Pest Control. This isn't some giant national chain. They're family-owned, community-focused pest control company right here in the Philadelphia area. They've been earning our trust in our neighborhoods for years, all right? Evans Pest Control uses state-of-the-art equipment, safe, effective treatment options. Their techs go through continuous training so they're equipped to handle anything. Rodents, insects, termites, bed bugs. Yeah, right? All the gross stuff. That's what they do. They know how to kill them. They know how to eradicate them. I trust these guys with my home. They get amazing reviews. They won Best of Philly, Philly's favorite gold award. That's right. So if you see signs of pests or just want to prevent them before they start, reach out to Evans Pest Control. Visit evanspestmgmt.com, Evans Pest Management, evanspestmgmt.com. And become.
Do you really want Jalen Hurts returning punts? No. It's not worth the risk, the time, or the money. You keep your stars focused on doing what they do best. And that same goes for your business. You don't want your top people buried in operations, tedious, time-consuming, redundant activities that wear the team down. Togo can help any business looking to reduce operating costs, become more efficient, or unlock more time for your best people. From customer service and accounting, order management, logistics, data entry, even complex multi-step operational processes, they take it off the plate at a fraction of the cost. And every engagement starts with free process mapping, engineering, no cost commitment. We don't bill a dime until the real work begins. And with programs starting at $1,000 a month, you're not going to break the bank. Each Togo program includes dedicated staff, custom automations, and US-based process engineers who act as your quarterback, giving you complete control, total transparency, and instant efficiency. At Togo, turning your playbook into performance, you call the plays. Visit harnesstogo.com. Scale smarter, work faster, and stay focused on winning.
Oh, welcome back. Are we happy today or are we what?
It's the holiday week. I'm happy, man. Defense, we
Like
got defense.
ultimately, where are we?
I'm very concerned. I mean, I don't feel great.
Do you feel better after the game than you did before the game?
I'm pretty much the same because I wanted to see them stop the run they did, and I wanted to see the Eagles run the ball against a horrible offense, or horrible defense, and they didn't.
Do you remember when I said that the Bills game wasn't going to change the way I feel either way? It hasn't.
Well, you feel a little better.
No, I feel the same.
Yeah.
I knew their defense was great. I know their offense is spotty. Like, nothing changed.
You didn't think, wait, they're spotty. And then there's that, dude.
Yeah, it was
not
horrible.
Spotty.
Well, I
It's
do
embarrassing.
put more stock into the bad weather, too.
Both teams had bad weather. One team ran the ball better. One team threw for 240-something yards.
Okay, well, a couple of them were, let me heave it up. And guys made a play.
Well, whatever. They made plays.
They get PI.
Like part of Patul's offense isn't heaving it up for AJ to make a play?
No, listen, I don't like Patul's offense, but the Patul's offense, I've seen it all year long. Nothing's changed. It's not good.
No, it's exactly what Kurt Warner said it's going to be. Going to have to muscle
that's
out a
my
game.
point. Like,
the offense
when
stinks.
I said to you, and we argued it, and
Your head can't wrap yourself around that this offense stinks. You can't. With Saquon Barkley and A.J. Brown and Goddard. It doesn't make sense.
16 weeks of it.
I know, and it still doesn't make sense.
I've watched him 16 times.
Judge Judy says if it doesn't make sense, it's not true. So it can't be true this
We
offense
are in
stinks.
overtime. OT in the city. If you're watching any of our platforms, Xfinity, Roku, any of our platforms, make sure you go over to YouTube, like and subscribe. We would appreciate it. Do us holiday solid and give us a like and subscribe.
Likes are good. Subscriptions are good.
It helps with the algorithm.
Yes.
So it would really
You'll
help us.
You'll do your fellow Philadelphia sports fans a favor. The more of you like it, the more sports fans will see it. And then you'll help them get away from annoying toxic radio and all that stuff.
So here's the deal. Nothing's really changed. Nothing's changed.
Well, what happened was we had 2 games where the offense looked good and people thought it was fixed. And then we played a real team.
Well, I know
the offense is not fixed.
I don't know anybody who really thought it was fixed.
Wow,
because you beat bad
social
teams.
media. People
social
were
media is what
believing
it
the
is.
offense was back. The running game looked good. And you had to see it against a playoff caliber team.
Nobody thought that. I don't.
Well, I mean, you hang out with the Baldies of the world and stuff. You're not hanging out with Joe Schmoes watching games. They thought it was fixed. There are people who thought, oh, they got it together. Look good.
Well, regardless, you know what faces you in the playoffs. To me, it's about I got to win. I got to beat Washington,
Yes.
and I need to play the Packers.
Yes.
And I like the fact that I'm hearing they're going to play. No rest.
I'm all about that. This is not a team that should be resting right now. I mean, Lane, I'm fine with Lane not playing. I would rest him till the playoffs.
Yeah, but he's different, right? Like,
Yeah,
when
yeah.
I talk about rest, you mean Saquon and Jalen?
No, I think they gotta try and find a rhythm going at some point, man. You just got to. You can't go limping into the playoffs with a half like that. I'm sorry.
The luckiest thing in the world is that you play in the NFC East, and you're going to have a
Yes.
You're going to have it because all those teams with better records, they're going to have to come to you.
Mm-hmm. And they're not teams that play well in cold weather. We'll see.
Be great to get if you got the 2 seed, then I don't know, somebody gets upset,
Right.
Like last year.
Yeah, we've been through that. 2 seeds, fantastic.
Do you
3
feel?
seed.
I'll ask you, and I'll ask Tyler too. In fact, Franny talked about it. I remember maybe it was Bo who said it. Bo said, yeah, it was Bo. He said, I had the feeling last year. Like I knew they were good.
Yeah.
Do you feel it this year? Do you feel a run coming?
I don't.
No? Tyler?
Do I feel a run coming? No. I think the defense is good enough to win a Super Bowl, but it's my thing has been for weeks now. Like, if their offense is average, yes, but I've not seen average. Do I think their defense can win a Super Bowl? 100%. Do I feel it in my gut? Not particularly. I think they get bounced in the division round. I think they win 1 game.
See, it's going to be interesting because if you lose because of your offense,
Yeah.
it will force Howie and Jeffrey to take a look at the whole thing and how to
I think we need
how to dive into
I mean,
it.
I don't believe there are people thinking they're just holding back till the playoffs and they're going to be this great offense in the
Nah,
playoffs.
not about
I don't think-
holding back.
No, I don't think that's going to happen.
But I don't know
So
if they feel like how grave is the problem.
Oh, no, that's what I'm saying. That there are fans who believe they've been holding back and the offense is going to look fixed in the playoffs. I think the offense is going to look what it like it looks now in the playoffs.
Right.
And that's a grave issue. Yeah. That's
But it's
I mean, Patullo's not coming back if this offense looks like this. No chance.
like here's the thing. Is it like it's not good, right? So they're not holding anything back. It's not good. But there's degrees. Is it on the scale of 1 to 10 a 5? Or is it a 1? Like, that's the spectrum. Because it's a 5, you can win. And then you tweak.
Yes.
If it's a 1, then you got to go in.
I think you got to get into context. We don't know the full extent of the injuries, I guess, like Jeffrey and Howie would know. I mean,
Like, the O-line is a problem.
yeah.
Like, the O-line is
Well, I believe-
as much as we talk about the Patullo and Jalen, everything else, the O-line's the middle of that line is a problem.
I mean, you got to think the Cam is a back injury and he's going to be fine next year and better.
Yeah, you think about all that
I
stuff.
mean, I think they
but
definitely need a new guard. Steen's not what they hoped he would be.
you also need to make sure you got a tackle on waiting.
Yeah, they've been a little. Yeah, there's nobody.
No,
The depth really took a shot this year.
like you need it. You got to make sure that you got Lane's replacement ready to go.
Yeah, I mean, you won't know that. For
You're
going to
need to start. You're going to need to start addressing that side of the ball. Is AJ going to be in New England next year?
Probably. I don't think AJ's back. They need a tight end. Yeah, they got a lot of issues on offense. Are you saying grave enough to change the figurehead?
Petula?
No. Nick?
Oh no, I don't think they do that. I don't think they changed.
Yeah.
I mean, they could change Petula.
I can't imagine if this
But
continues like this.
I mean, they're not going to. I don't think they move Sirianni.
No.
I can't even. Even if they lost first round.
No, I think he's good.
I don't think they make a move there. Not at all. But it'll put the seat will become warm.
Yeah.
But they're not going to make anything.
Dude, watching Harold Fannin play this year, he would have looked good here.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Just they really.
But
they,
I mean,
they
look,
missed
what
the
are you
boat
going
on
to
the
do?
tight
Like,
end.
and you got to figure out. You know what sucks? I was talking to my cousin about this yesterday. I love Dean, and I love his. I need his leadership, the whole thing. I think the other Georgia guys look up to him. Mm-hmm. But I love Campbell, and Campbell needs to play. I don't know what you do.
Yeah, I don't think they can keep all three. There was times yesterday where they're only running one linebacker.
Yeah.
They would bring Brandon Graham in and have five up front.
Yeah.
So they're not going to keep three linebackers.
Yeah,
He's a player, man. He's just got the injury prone.
Yeah, just sucks. You're going to pay. You're going to miss his leadership.
Yeah. He's been a stud.
Yes.
He flies around
truly,
the ball, man.
Truly
like
has.
a bullet.
All right, let's do some VG's Nugs. VG's Nugs.
BG's Nugs. Nugs. It's just time for BG's Nugs. BG's Nugs. Nugs.
All right. I saw this and instantly thought of you. This is Red Deer, Alberta, Canada.
Okay.
Two neighbors, they do this every year. They combine their yards to create an athletic facility.
A pond? A rink?
They create a rink, dude. They've got boards, they've got viewing decks, and I guess they do this every year. They got a hot tub, a grill. This is number 5. There it is.
Wow.
Dude, it looks crazy. They got advertisements on the boards.
Where's this at?
Red Deer, Alberta, Canada.
It looks like a nice place to live.
They do this every year, every winter.
That's awesome.
It's pretty sick, right?
That looks great. Look at that.
I can see you doing something like this.
I would love
if you
to
had the
do
right
that.
neighbor next to you.
Yeah.
Yes.
You guys see the basketball hoop at the end of the rink? What are they playing? Ice basketball?
Look at that. That's awesome. Look how cool that is.
Yeah, those guys do it well.
I love that.
They got the
man.
Canadians
Zamboni
and
barn
hockey are
doors.
nuts.
You know what it is too? The outdoors. People love the outdoors, man.
Yeah.
Not afraid of the cold.
No, they thrive in it. They love it.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Bowl games are getting a little crazy. Got the Mayo Bowl.
Duke's Mayo Bowl.
Yeah, a little weird when they throw the mayonnaise. But I love them. Do we need a Snoop Bowl? A Snoop Dogg Arizona Bowl?
Well, that thing, it made its way. It was the Barstool Bowl.
Yeah.
You know.
Like Snoop. Anyway, Snoop was interviewed at halftime. Did you see
And
this?
he made the catch.
Yeah. So Snoop makes a little
puzzle. So I'm just honored to be a part of this game so I can give back. The ultimate give back. Oh, this is me. Watch out. This is me. This is me.
It's me.
Oh! And it came out of his shoe. It's going down here in the doghouse. West Brown and Snoop Dogg.
My bad.
Dude, he's living the life. With the Martha Stewart show, like
He's the best. He's
Yeah.
got,
very
listen.
likable. Big scare this weekend
What we got?
from Russia. You see this?
No.
Our
Big
boy,
scare?
the future,
Zavragin?
Zavragin, is on the bench. Someone gets body checked into the bench and takes out Zavragin, goes flying. Now we don't have.
Up to snuff with what we've expected over the course of the last several years, right? To me, you go from an elite unit with what we've expected over the course of the last several years, right?
right? To me, you go from an elite unit to
Ragging, taking the shot.
Oh,
the full
my.
Just hanging out, watching the game, taking out like that. It's a big scare, but he's fine. They say he's fine.
Thank
He's
God,
good.
Zavragan.
Can't have any Zavragan issues. This is the coolest thing I saw all weekend. They've got pictures of Pluto's icy mountains. They took a ship, NASA. It took 9 years and 3 billion miles. I don't know how they could even transmit these visuals all this way. I don't know how they remote control it. It was pretty wild.
So their download speeds were like 2,000 per second, and it took years to get it back.
Oh my God.
Dude, I also saw this weekend, there was some scientist. He said if an alien life form further out in the galaxy, say 65 million miles away, looked at Earth through a telescope, they would see dinosaurs because that's how long the light takes.
Takes to travel, yeah.
Yeah. That'd be wild.
Isn't that wild? Yeah.
Dude, it's
yeah.
wild.
Yeah, it's crazy. It really is. It was good Nugs.
Well, wait till you see this back in the day because this is one of the craziest things I've ever seen.
Really?
Yes.
All right, well, let's do it. And
we're going back. We're going back. We're going back in the day with True Mark. Oh, yeah.
all right, what do we got, baby?
So apparently, up until 1990, it was legal to mail a child through the mail, the U.S. mail.
What?
Yes, it was less costly than traveling by train as a passenger. So kids, they were required to have stamps affixed to them and weigh less than 50 pounds.
Wait, they would mail a kid?
Yes.
Who would, in the right mind, would mail a kid?
It didn't happen often. Apparently, it happened about 8 to a dozen times. And it's at one point, the post office was just like, this is enough. We can't have this any longer. There's a kid who's about to get mailed.
What?
Dude. So yeah.
My God.
You had to be between 11 and 50 pounds. But yeah, if you were traveling to New York, you could just throw your little Moss in the mail. And he could meet you up there.
Where would you, what?
Times are crazy, man. The kid looks.
Where do they go? Put them in the packages? They throw them?
Yeah, I thought the stamps would be affixed to the forehead, but it could just be in the container the kid was in. You could just fix the stamp.
Oh my God, dude, that's crazy. All right, Flyers lose last night to Seattle.
Not a great game.
No,
Kraken looks good though. I like their uniforms.
Yes.
We got Matthew in the chat is telling us for Seinfeld fans, I guess Joe Mayo has passed. Rip or rest in peace, Joe Mayo.
Which one's Joe Mayo?
Joe Mayo. I gotta think about Joe Mayo. Let me see.
We know?
Yeah, we know. We know the character. Yeah, his name is Pat Finn. I can't come to he was.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know a Joe Mayo famous thing offhand. But.
So Sixers. How about I hate when they play on Sundays.
Dude, I didn't watch. Did you watch a second of it?
No.
It's ridiculous. It was a 3 o'clock game or
something?
For
OKC.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that they were playing. I was like, wait a second. And I looked last night. I'm like, what in the world?
Right.
And it shows you like any kind of delusions you have, like I have.
Yeah. Well, did everybody play?
No, but
Joe Mayo gave everyone jobs at the party. Keep Jerry away from the stereo.
Oh, that's Joe Mayo?
Yes.
That's all right.
Did Embiid play?
No. So you had last night, you had no Embiid, but you had everybody else. I mean, Max had a good game, normally 28. Ed's come in a rough game, 3 for 16.
Oof.
But Paul George played.
Lost by 25.
Yeah, dude, they've lost to the Bulls. They lost to the Nets.
It's going to be a tough road trip.
Yeah.
And Chet put up 29.
All right, tomorrow we'll look ahead, obviously more about the playoffs And then we got a little college football, the bowls.
Yeah.
And we bring in New Year's. We celebrate 2025 tomorrow.
Okay.
All right?
Yeah.
So that'll be our big theme heading into the celebrating, looking back on 2025.
Yeah.
Tyler, great job. Andrew's sick. Tyler thrust into duty.
Yeah, thanks,
Killed
Tyler.
it, as
Good work.
always. So thanks, buddy. Everybody, thank you. We love you guys. Have a great day. We'll see you in the morning.
We all silly like the mayor.